What's up, YouTube? Moose coming at you with an unboxing video today. Been a while, and today we're going to look at something. It's a board game, actually, if my light will cooperate with me, called Agemonia. Been waiting on this one for 3.5 years. Though I said I'd get into some other stuff on my channel, and this is part of it. So let's get started. Alright, first things first. So, like I said, there was 2 packs of coins included with it. I went and looked at the Kickstarter listing, and they said that they reduced the size of the packs, so they included 2 of them to make up for it. So I haven't opened that one yet, but I did briefly open this. So here we have the 50s coin. I'll just pull these out of the bag real quick. Real nice quality, I think, for what they are. Show the other side. So there's the 50. One thing I think is neat as well is that they're different shapes for the different denominations. So there's the 3, the 5. If I can get it open. I'll have to remember to grab that off the floor later. Don't want to knock my camera. This one is the 10. This is probably the lightest one I've seen so far. So here you can see, if the camera will focus. There we go. Let me try that again. This one doesn't have a denomination, so I'm not sure what it would be. So here's the one side. Oh, the 20. I kept looking at the one side. And then last but not least would be the oodles of ones. Again, let me flip one over. There's a star on the one side. So very nice quality to those. I see they make a nice clink clanking sound. I'll throw these bags off to the side. And that. So then I also got, I don't know if this was part of the something they added or what, but they have these, I believe they're stamina coins or tokens. So they're plastic. Get one of these open. So on the one side, it's got this red marker. On the reverse, the blue. They're decently hefty. I mean, you can tell they're hollow, or at least they feel like it. There's that. And I guess with that, so here you can see the box. Very beautiful. I love that they changed it, honestly. This new packaging, I think, looks so much better. This purpley blue color. And there's some, like, I don't know what they'd call that, but like the text is shiny. I don't know if it'll pick up. Yeah, there we go. Showing you some like runes. You can see the side of the box. Nothing really too much on the outside. Kind of nice. It's real plain. And then if I flip it up on the back, I don't know if my table's going to hold up this. On the bottom, you can see a bit about the game. 100 hours. Gameplay per campaign. Shows some of the minis. So on, stuff like that. They actually do show you the various sizes card sleeves on the back, which is kind of cool. So let me flip this down. And turn it around, actually. So right up on top, they included, this was the original artwork that they were going to print on the box, but they decided to include it on here, which I think was a nice touch. On the reverse side of that, it shows you how to set everything up, how all the trays fit in to refill it. Right now I'm just going to kind of work the way down the box. I'll go back in detail later. So here's the various like full big mats. Then the game board, double-sided. A pad of paper for the player, their hero journal. Let me try turning my light down just a little bit. It is way too bright. So double-sided, not a very thick pack, but you could probably get more of them. I'm not sure what that is. It's double-sided. I don't know if there's more than one in there. Again, we'll look at more detail in a bit. Here's the scenario record, the campaign thing, double-sided. There's only just a couple of, which is unfortunate, but again, you can photocopy them. Next, we have a nice piece of art. And on the reverse side, it's got some errata that they found. So I don't like that they did this versus revising the book, but I get why they did it. I hope, I'm sure in the second printing this will be in it. Then there's a sticker sheet. I have no idea what the stickers are for. They look really nice, and I love the logos to be able to apply to things. Then we get down to the rules reference, showing you how to play the game with some iconography and stuff on the back. Like 60 pages or so. Then we get down into the campaign books, nice thick, big quality, big format bound and everything like that. So that'll be pretty cool. And then we start getting down into stuff. So there's tons and tons of trays. Again, you gotta punch stuff out and put it away. So there's an empty tray there, empty tray here for stuff. Let me turn my light back up a little bit. No, now it's too dark with the black. All right. The center tray here has a whole bunch of standees stuff, a bunch of jewels, like cylinders or something. Character cards, it looks like there. And then we got a whole bunch of dice here of different colors and sizes, as well as the minis. It's a cute little guy down in there. Some empty trays. There's two of them like that, and then a third one. Oh, coin storage. Okay. Another little tray. One that looks like it's already set up for a character. Oh, no. I see a whole bunch of character trays in there. This one looks like it's two of these for holding cards at like an angle. Then on either side, we have the card boxes. I'll pull one off and show you. So there's some of the cards. And again, there's space to sleeve and whatnot. On the opposite side is a purple box, a much heftier box, that's for sure, with tons and tons more cards. Then there's a little foam padding, probably get tossed. And down below is two pre-configured character trays with a third one and a fourth one, it looks like. Yeah, to be able to set up two more characters. So I'm assuming these two here probably are for the tutorial, already set up for introductory characters. Got some do not eat it. Toss those aside. And then last but not least is 2, 4, looks like there's about 8 or 9 punch boards. So I got like these that are be replaced by the tokens, plastic ones, and a whole bunch of stuff. So let me get this all cleared off and we'll start digging through it all. Join you back in a second. Alright, so the first thing I thought we'd take a look at is the coins. So like I showed you before, I mean they're all metal to replace the standard cardboard ones. You see the various denominations, so there's that, those are your ones. They're all pretty decent. I mean, they're kind of thin, but you know, still better than cardboard tokens. And they've got like the sun drop effect or whatever they call it to, come on camera, there we go, give some shadow and detail to them. And then I also got the plastic chip, the stamina coin, so you can see, I mean, they make a nice clinky clanky effect. Not that that'll really matter, of course, but you know. And then the two sides, pretty good quality. I mean, I don't think they're hollow, but the print detail, really good. So, the top of the box, like I said, I mean, they included this very nice print. Let me pause here and let you see it. This was going to be the original box art, and like I said, they changed it at some point, but it's got some really cool things, you know, see all kinds of monsters, and then your characters down here kind of just coming into it, and you can see a far off, like, castle over there, and really neat. And on the back side, they show you what all the trays are, what fits where and what not in all of them, how it all fits back into the box, and then there's some text down here about those stickers, and then it tells you right up here, it contains main components that you should not yet read. You know, just follow the instructions on this page to help you set it up for the first time, and then you basically get into the game. So from there, the first thing on top, like I said, was the mats. Let me get these open. If you're hoping to avoid spoilers, I guess I would turn away. I mean, myself, I don't like spoilers, but I also don't care enough to like actively avoid it. So here you can see like a town square. Print quality is really good. It's nice cardstock. And then some like temple on the reverse side of that one, or not temple, like a catacomb. Wow, I can English. Outside of like a city, like a block you can see here, and some like nice detail and some sort of like meteor or something there. A little house. On the reverse side, the interior of like a tavern of some sorts or such, you know, because every adventure starts in a tavern. Some sort of like icy caverns with this cool little detail here of like a there's like beams shooting at it, and on the reverse side the same thing, but lava's flowing, kind of. That's cool. You can see all the like play marker spots, you know, like for movement and everything like that, well defined. Stands out. Another like cave. There's a pentagram down here. I wonder what kind of stuff we're up to down here. Aboard a boat. So like a dock. Looks like maybe the upper deck, and then the lower deck, yeah. There's the stairs down, and then you appear down and come in like some sort of forest, weird forest with some mystical plants and stuff like that. Some sort of ruins, my guess is, with like an altar of some sort. Going back to Azul. I'm just kidding. That's what it definitely reminds me of on that one. Not sure what that is. Some sort of labyrinth puzzle, maybe. Like a lake. And like a castle. Alright, and then next up, let me get them out of the bag again, is, I believe it said, I've seen, these are like enemy tracker boards or something. So there's 3 of those, double-sided. One side has 6 spots, the other side has 8. Again, that nice, like cardstock, very nice and shiny. So here's that sticker sheet. So there's tons of these little green boxes. There's some with red outline that are like locked. I'm not sure what those are. Again, there's some like logos from the game to do whatever you want with them. And then a whole bunch of these little like green diamonds. They look like pretty nice quality stickers. Then we get onto the game board. So here's the world. Can't quite fit it all into my camera, unfortunately. I'm zoomed all the way out as it is, but you get the idea. So I'm not going to try and pronounce names because I'm going to butcher them and I don't want y'all laughing at me, so meh. I can read this. Reflection Range, haha. Valigo Bay, Gadfell Bay. But anyways, you can see a bunch of the major like cities and stuff. Ambergate, Runedale, so like that's the main city as far as I'm aware of this. Kyther Point, Mossport out here. The Dread Expanse. That sounds fun. Then on the reverse side, there's like, I'm guessing this is maybe where those stickers go, but these are like achievements or something. I'm not sure. I really don't know much about the game, funny enough. And then here is the city of Runedale with all the various locations and stuff like that. I'll bring the 2 of these on real quick just to show you, but again, this is like the player sheet to keep track of things, as well as like the campaign sheet, double-sided. So there's not a whole bunch, but unless you plan on playing campaigns over and over, how many are you gonna really need? Alright, so I'm going to quickly go through the trays because I don't know what there is. But as you can see, I mean, this one's got a whole bunch of slots for, I'm assuming, punch outs. And then down here on the end has like ridges in there to hold stuff in place. Have another one here, just big empty wells. I wasn't sure, but that's just the logo in it. You know, I don't know what, again, we'll figure this out. I plan on doing another video reboxing, showing how everything fits. Then we get to the tray with a bunch of dice. So there's, I'm assuming all the dice are the same, but red and black, D12s, right? Yeah. Pretty good quality. And then we'll go ahead and pop these out. So there's 5 of these D6s. Three more in blue with like, almost looks like science or something like that. Blank. Shields or something, I'm not exactly sure. And then I'll quickly show you some of the minis. My light is not going to agree with this though. Me. So obviously I didn't get the sun-drop versions. A little creature. Someone's pet, maybe. Yeah, they look really nice. Grab this guy here. Let me slide that off to the side a bit and get some contrast. I might do some sun dropping on my own. I have a bunch of modeling supplies. So this person, like a four-armed, have a bow and like a dagger and a bone. Pretty cool. That just speaks brute. Find out who this guy is and that probably plays him. So that's that tray. The next tray has a whole bunch of like blue crystals. Look really nice. They're very clear. And then yellow ones as well. Camera doesn't want to focus on them. There we go. Oop. I missed the bag entirely. Then there's these four, excuse me. I thought there was only three. And I'm dropping one. They're like transparent cylinders, acrylic. So and then tons and tons. I'll pull one out, but you know what a standee looks like. So tons and tons of those. I mean, how many are you really going to be utilizing at one time? Unless they include enough for every character at once. And then the last thing we have in here is these double-sided boards for each of the characters. And it unlocks, this is where you'd put, I'm assuming like extra abilities, powers, whatever. Really nice quality. I mean, they're real thick. So that's it on that tray. So then there's three, this one and two others just like it but in clear of these trays. I think I've seen something about one of these holds like money, even though they're all stamped like this in the bottom. The other two were used for other storage stuff, but obviously for the cost benefits they just printed this tray 3 times over and printed this 3 times over, but changed that color to the pinky purple and then just left these and said There's 2 of these trays, and if we pop the top open, I mean, there's obviously you set cards in here to stand them up. I don't know if things are stored in there permanently or only while playing. Got them to find out yet. This one I think I read, it's a littler one, holds like the traits of your character or something like that. And you come across this one, which has the rest of the player boards. There's 5 of them here. Again, they are dual layer. There's spots here where you'd slot in additional skills. Has some your info around it. Something sits up there. A little bit of flavor text about the character on the back. So I'm guessing if I go back for a second. This fits somewhere in line, I don't know. Obviously that's not that character's. I thought maybe they'd slot in. So there's those, and then at the bottom there's a little like book with backstory kind of stuff that goes with the campaign. It says here, do not read this until you're told to. So I won't spoil that, but there's one for each of the characters. Some are thinner, I've noticed, than others, so I'm not sure, you know, like that one's real thin. That one's thin as well. That one's real thick. So some characters have more to them going on than others, it seems. And as you can see down here, there's spots to stick stuff. I'm not sure what goes there. Again, when I do the reboxing video, I'll figure that out. There are these two trays, as well as these two trays, and they went ahead and started the setup with these two, and I think it was just due to keeping the size of the other tray down a little bit, but all it has is just like the character thing, you know, on the top, and then storage below for all their stuff, including, I think I read that these spots are for their minis, but I'm not sure. There's obviously tokens or something that fits over there and such. And you basically just put everything back into this tray, close it up, game saved. So that's pretty cool. And it's kind of nice. I love when games do this where they like self-contain it all into one little package so that you can just pull that character out and go play. Alright, so at this point we will go ahead and take a look at the punch boards. Grab an X-Acto knife here and cut that open. I guess I should have followed the trend of using a big oversized knife to do it, huh? So anyways, here, this first sheet, turn it back sideways so it all fits in camera, has a whole bunch of these. I'm assuming these are like the abilities, and again, these I think slot into the player thing, so like you can see there's 3 different players there. I'll pop one out. Oh, those pop out beautifully. They are very thick. I like that. And it tells you when they unlock on the back side. Let me flip it over. Bunch of markers of some sort over here. So there's 3 more characters worth of some more marker kind of stuff down here. Here's all the money I won't be using. I will hold on to it. I always bag up this kind of stuff and stick it into a spares bin just in case I ever decide to sell it and I want to keep the coins at least or something, you know. Looks like items down here. One final character stuff there. Oh, all kinds of markers, modifiers type things. I'm not sure. I have no idea what these are. These look like they actually fit in the character. Oh, I bet these are levels. And you put this at the top corner and pull on it. Yeah, they look like they fit in the top corner of the player board. On the back side, wounded. Okay. Whole bunch more items. The fronts and backs of them are the same. Nope, no they're not. Some of these, the front and the back is the same, but as you can see here, a bunch of these have other, but on the front they all look like just normal items more or less. Here we got scenario type things here, and then we start getting into some like set pieces. There's some like standy kind of stuff that's sitting here. Very nice art. I really like the art style. The opposite side of that has some like actual play pieces, so I'm guessing you read the flavor text on the other side and then flip it over to actually play. Bunch of your mob or monsters to fight. There's a group of 8 there. So that's where I think the 2 sides of that character, the monster board, comes in, because obviously if you have 8, you need to keep track of all 8, and they're numbered 1 through 8 to keep track, like most systems like this use. It's a cool little like snake looking thing. Oh, what is that? I have no idea what that is supposed to be, but that looks really cool. Put it back into the spot for now. Some big guys here. These look like they might be the characters. Or bigger bosses, I guess. That'd make more sense. Big bosses. All kinds of fantastical monsters. That's really cool. I like that. And then the last sheet has those stamina things again. This entire sheet won't get used. I'll punch them out though, of course, and save them for later. So the final thing then, I actually guess I should take that back, is the boxes of cards. They are very tight. The lid doesn't want to come off. So in this one, as you can see, there's like a plastic insert. I'm not going to open them. I'm not going to show you all cards. But there's these larger cards here. You know, I think they're tarot card sized. And it looks like they might have to do with like locations and stuff. Sitting at the end there. And the cards with this back. This says Master Talent, so I'm not sure what that's about. I'm actually going to open this one real quick, just because I actually want to take a look at the quality of the cards, see what, you know, if they're linen print or not. I'm not going to sleeve. Yeah, they are. No, they're not. My lighting deceived me, but, you know, looks like for the different characters. Again, not going to spoil it for y'all. Oh, there are. Yeah, definitely for the different characters. Okay. 2 decks here, numbered, of cards, items and stuff like that. Oh, I take that back. There's 3 decks. This one's got a different background though. And then on the end there's just, you know, a little styrofoam block. I'm assuming if you sleeved, these would all fit in their sleeve, that'd fit in their sleeved, and then these would take up the space minus that to fit it all in there. I don't care about sleeving. I mean, it's nice on some games, but if I'm only going to touch it once, who cares? Not that I'm going to touch this game once, but like, if it's a game that has you repeatedly touching and messing with cards over and over and over and over and over and over and over, then I do. So this box, as you can see, is pretty full. Again, a spacer block. I assume if you sleeve it, it'd take up the rest of the space. Tarot card sized again. So as I started to say, my SD card filled. Don't want to show you anything, but like, here's the very first card that you're gonna see. I mean, this is the first of anything. So that's like, don't show this, but like, if you don't even make it this far, you haven't even played the, like, you're not going to play the game. So like, I don't feel bad for opening this pack and showing you like the first couple cards. So apparently, you know, yeah, they break it down by campaign, but it shows you what to do for each part of it. Anyways, that's it of that. Put that back in there. Not sure how resettable the game is, you know, if you want to start over or anything like that. That's something I'd have to look into, but there's a good strong chance I play it once ever, and that's the end of it anyways. Alright, so then we'll come back to, here's the rules reference book. Real nice. I like the outer cover of it. It looks like a leather bound journal. Real nice quality to it. Start off by showing you all the components. So I was right, they are tarot Yeah, boss standees, normal ally. So there's all kinds of tokens and stuff like that. Kind of brings you into the campaign rules, how to store some stuff, campaign steps, scenario rules. I'm just going to quickly flip just because I don't know if there's any spoilers in the rule reference. I mean, I know it's a reference, but not very, very text heavy is one thing I'll say. Stuff here about character levels, item cards, weapon effects. Looks like some like clarification rules regarding cards. You know, of course they tell you not to read any of this stuff, so I don't want to spend time. That's it. I mean, a lot of it I think is just more like reference than anything. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, like the first 20 something pages kind of go over the rules, and everything else is like reference. Then on the back side they've got this real neat handy reference for the different things, so it's always appreciated. I don't know how much that is just off screen. Then there's this little piece of paper with another nice piece of artwork, like, you know, some sort of fight scene going on with like a giant mushroom looking dude in the back. But it's actually some errata, so they found some things that need to be fixed, and they tell you what to change where. For that, I'll just shove that in the rule book. And lastly, and this is where the spoilers will be heavy, so I'll move very quickly through this as well. So we have the campaign book, the story book, and the scenario book. So we'll come over here to the campaign book first and foremost. Again, nice piece of art at the, I'm assuming maybe the flooded inn right here, you know, because it's the first campaign. So when I showed you that tile of the flooded inn, or the tavern where the adventure started, I bet that was the flooded inn. So I won't go any further than this first page here just because this is the flooded inn. So they kind of show you how to set the things up to be able to play. I guess this is still part of it. Yeah. You know, kind of your first round of play, the second round of play and beyond, and then finishing it. I slid that. Hopefully it didn't spoil nothing for you. You know, the different things with that. So then book 2 here kind of depicts that like wilderness scene that I was showing you earlier. Someone being held up by this thing. It's got the different scenarios here at the front. So it looks like there's 36 of them. And then again right into the flooded inn. And then this is where the thing with the main appeal of Agemonia comes in. So this is like the map book, so you play right in the book. Why do you... That was weird. It was like binding up, like it didn't want to open. So then there's like scenario 2, so I won't go any further than that. But yeah, all your maps take place in here. And instead of having big old set, you know, like Gloomhaven with all the little tiles you gotta lay out and configure and stuff. And then book 3 over here is the actual, I'll show you the front cover. So there's that mushroom dude again. So this, as it says, is the actual story book. So it says, attention, do not, dropping some tape, do not read this, it's got the spoilers, it's got like the flavor text, so I won't go any further than that. That way I don't spoil anything for you, but that was everything in the box. Alright, I hope you guys will enjoy that look at the Agemonia. Like I said, there's going to be another video coming relatively soon. I might get it recorded today, I'm not sure, of punching everything out, reboxing it, putting it away and stuff. I want to read a little bit on the inserts before I tackle it, just to make sure I know what goes where and whatnot. So till then, catch y'all next time. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one. Moose out.